I learned slang working in restaurants, like from Mexicans.
Right.
So I would like throw those in once in a while. And there's this one thing that I'll never forget. Some like busboys taught me. They were like, say instead of gracias, say a toda madre. And I'm like, a toda madre? And they're like, yeah. It's like a cool way of saying thank you. I'm like, you're not fucking with me? And they're like, no, I'm not fucking with you.
They're fucking with you.
They weren't. But it means to all mother. Like literally translated means to all mother. So I don't really get what I'm saying.
Right.
But there were a few times where they like show me our hotel when we got to the spot and they were like walking us through the amenities. And I'm like, great. And they're like, okay, so you're all good. I'm like, thank you so much. I'm like, a toda madre. And they're all like, a toda madre. They're like, dude, holy shit.
Yeah.
And every time I say it, whoever we were working with or like dealing with would crack up. And Elizabeth's like, what do you think it like? I'm like, it must be like a foreigner in America just like eating food. And they're like, how was your meal? And I'm just like, how you say these fucking rips. Like I must be saying
like the
something
equivalent
like
of
that. Just be fake married.
I think I might just be fake married. That's the trick.
I'd live that lie with you. I'd be like, Torio's wife's a real bitch. He's
yeah,
gonna go.
she won't come to shows.
I will definitely back that up too.
Hell yeah. Do you think the Hesbos will
We're
too?
gonna trash the shit out of your wife because you're gonna bail on so many like social situations. And they're like, well, Torio left right away. I'm like, dude, his wife's a thundercut.
She won't let her.
A bad person. I've never said this before
She
about a woman.
abuses him.
She needs to go to hell.
I think it'll work out. Like people will book me more. Like we just got to get him out of the house. It's like, hey man, do you want a feature for me? I'm trying to help.
I'm like, Torio, they're not buying it.
Yeah.
We gotta break your arm. What's her name gonna be? Ethel?
Ethel's good. Something Blanche.
Blanche. And you come with a fucking sling on your arm, and I'm like, Blanche again? You're like, yeah.
Don't know. I fell.
She's great sometimes, and it's great.
It's fine. I love her.
I'm married.
I love her. I'm married. I'm definitely married.
People are gonna ask me though, because I do impressions of people, you know, like people we know. They're like, "What's Blanche like?" I'm like, "She's always just like, I'll wreck you, dog." She says, "I'll wreck you, dog."
Yeah, it was funny at first, but I don't think it's like a bit. She's not funny.
Yeah, Torio. Yeah, I thought it was like a thing they have, but sometimes Torio can't even hear her. He's got like headphones on. They get a weird situation.
She's a good cook though. Like it's fun for the snacks.
I feel bad for the kids. Why did I? Kids? Yeah, they got sick.
Why'd you give me 6 kids, dude?
You leave a lot.
Come on, man.
You always have something
I
to
know,
do.
but 6 kids. I got it. People are asking me why it's not in my bid. So now I'm just doing
kids.
comedy. It's like I got 6 kids. I love them.
You know how that is.
Yeah, you ever have one kid and then think we should do this 5 more times?
This guy's not married, dude. Someone in the audience. Yo, is it me? I don't heckle ever at a show, but like I gotta call this one out. You're not married, dude.
I do like the flag. I feel like I'm in the like Moroccan IRA with this flag behind me.
Yeah, say what you want to say to the press right now.
Yeah, exactly. The horse bombings will continue.
Yeah. You know, like the Taliban took Afghanistan back, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
So
That's
I wonder if there's like a director that's like, I started in, you know, like hostage videos. That was like my, that was kind of my like Kubrick, like welcome to my world through my lens.
slowly got into, you know, arming civilians. You think like some like terrorists watch hostage videos like we watch those stand-up reels? That guy's not even a sword? What a fucking hack. Who uses a sword?
Right. They're not terrified at all.
Look.
This guy's off book? No, you have to read it. You can't be off book in a hostage video.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be, hey, no, I don't need to read the demands. Oh, fuck it. I'll make something up.
I got it. The bullet points again.
I got you. Yeah, exactly.
You had a weird childhood.
It was different.
Yeah.
But I think it made me the person that I am today. A loser.
You are a little bit of a loser.
A sad, lonely loser. Yeah.
Does the Queen get a will? I would love to read that.
That'd be an interesting will.
I wonder if I'm in it. She was a Hesby fan.
Was she?
Yeah. The earlier stuff.
She was like, once Emily left,
She was a Catalano
I've
fan.
been terribly disappointed in the
direction.
trajectory of this podcast.
Yeah.
I watched The Crown, and they use like words to describe good things. They'll use a word that we would use to describe a bad thing.
Example.
Dreadfully.
Right.
How was the rodeo? The prison rodeo? It was dreadfully exciting.
It was genocidically terrific. Are you making up words?
It was racistly delicious. She goes, I want to see Barbie. And I go, yeah, I'm down to see Barbie. I heard it's really good. I go, I kind of want to see Oppenheimer. And she's like, what is that? I'm like, what is Oppenheimer? She's like, Oppenheimer? I'm like, Oppenheimer. She's like, yeah, I'm seeing that around. I'm like, you don't know what it is just by looking at like the poster? She's like, Zack, I don't know. She goes, I don't know if it's history. I don't know if it's Marvel.
I had the same thing.
She goes, I'm at a red light right now. I see it. Is he like a Sherlock Holmes guy? And then she goes, I go, take a picture of the thing, of the poster, the billboard you're looking at, and tell me what. She's like, I'm looking at it right now, and it's got the fire and the thing behind it. I'm like, okay, so what could the thing be? She goes, that's a time machine. I'm like, cheers. I'm like, I can see how it's Marvel to you. I can see how it's Sherlock Holmes. Yes. And I can totally see how that is a fucking time machine.
That is funny.
There are some comics that like are big names with tough names, and it makes me nervous. Like, I hope I never have to open for them.
Christina Pajitsky, so she was one of the first headliners I opened for. Said her name right. Took me forever to figure it out. And then I
Christina P?
Yes.
How do you say it?
Pajitsky. So then I opened for her again. I introduced her as Christina Pajitsky. And then after the show, because we're doing a whole weekend ago, she's like, I'm Christina P now. And I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
I put in way too much work for you to be Christina Pajitsky.
Let me show you my notebook. Yeah. And you like wrote it in crayon 20 times. Yeah. But when you bring someone up on stage, if you don't know, in stand-up, you go up to the person before they're about to take the stage and you say anything you want for your intro. And usually comedians play it humble. Or either they're humble or they don't want to be so overhyped that they can't deliver with their new shitty material, you know? So you'll be like, yeah, do you want me to say anything? You can say, just say Hesby Street podcast or whatever. Yeah.
I don't even say Hesby Street, which I probably should just to get the name out there. But I'm like, generic, please.
Yeah, people don't.
I just hate it. I just hate the idea of like.
I feel bad for hosts that everyone on the lineup is going, say whatever you want. And they're like,
I love that.
I've said I have a really good friend. This next comment's a really good friend of mine.
I don't.
It's a favorite in town.
I guess I don't host much anymore, but I'm just like, next guy, next person, lady, person, guy.
Give it up.
Give it up. Keep it going.
Electric. It's a fun time. This is you going, I don't want to host for much longer. I don't want to be good at this because if people find out I'm good at this, I have to do it more.
And I don't host anymore. I'm a feature now, baby.
Yeah. And you do that with work too.
I do that with work.
I don't want to, you would like break something and I go, dude, you're like, then I won't do it anymore. And we all win.
Listen, man, if I find out where the broom is, then I'm the guy that they're asking to grab the broom. All right? So it's like I can't just be knowing where brooms are. I go in every day and just flip switches. Some are right, some are wrong.
Yeah.
You want them all on?
Yeah.
That's a different guy. You want some on? I got you. I got enough. There's enough lights on. Right. I do enough switches till it looks okay.
Yeah.
And then it's start the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Good. Come to the world famous Hollywood Comedy Store.
Most of the lights will be on.
Some will.
I can't promise most.
Some of the ones you want off will be on. Some of the ones you want on will be off. And that's the magic of comedy.
Yeah.
Dude, last time I went to Bass Lake, I spent my whole check trying to fuck these mountain women. And then when I spent the last $1, I looked down. None of them were wearing shoes. It's like, God damn it. I just lost $200 on shoeless women.
What's wrong with shoeless women, man?
I mean, you could spend a lot less than $200 on a woman who ain't got shoes.
Bold move to just be at a bar.
You're
just at a bar shoeless.
You're close to the lake.
You are close
but
to
you're
the lake.
not that close.
It's also nighttime. Right. So, like, have you been shoeless all day?
Right.
What happened?
You plan on going back into the lake?
I wonder if they knew they were shoeless till you brought it up. They're like,
I didn't bring it up. I was just like, oh, you tricked me. It was kind of like, you guys won. I understand
the
game you played.
Uh-huh.
You found someone new here. And
Furey was bringing him back to the cabin, and he looked behind, and they had scurried into the trees. Bare feet dug in, just climbed up. He's like, God, got me again.
I knew when she picked up the pitcher with her toes.
Yeah, man. The mountain people and lake people are both like jarring communities, but you get both in Bass Lake because they're up in the
Beautiful
mountains.
moment. Most mountains have lakes, I feel like.
That's true.
Well,
Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
But Lake Tahoe's different.
Lake Tahoe has bits that are different.
Lake Tahoe has that, but it's got it's also got wealth.
Once you go into like the people who work there,
South Lake.
Yeah, South Lake,
like,
Nevada side.
South Lake's where we get busy.
yeah, the car dealers aren't wearing shoes. Check it out. It's straight carpet to foot knuckle, and
I love it. The dress code doesn't say shoes.
No, it
says
doesn't.
collared shirt and tie
Yeah.
and name tag. I have that.
Well, I go like hiking up on the trails behind here, and there are shoeless people, but like there's a look to where they look like they know something about life that you don't.
They're earthing.
Yeah.
Remember that shit? Where you got to touch the earth with your skin.
Yeah.
Get that vibration.
I don't think the people that you were hooking up with
earthing.
were earthing.
They were just trying to find shelter. I can hear like big truck nuts kind of vehicles coming, and then like Johnny's here, and then they all went away, and I was like, damn, I got like this is a thing these shoeless women do, because like that. Let's say you're not.
The thing
very
about shoeless women,
it's shoeless people. Like if you're a mountain person, okay, the uglier you are, the higher you go into the mountain, the hotter you get.
right?
Air's thinner. It's harder to get to the rest of the
We're all
population.
woozy. We're all woozy at that point.
Like let's say you're in Manteca.
Yeah.
5.
Right.
Bass Lake 6.
Right.
You go to the top, like in a camping.
Right.
7s turn to 10s.
I heard at the top of Everest, there's a Sherpa that could get it.
Johnny Utah, Point Break. That's what that's from.
Yeah.
Right? What a fun movie.
Now, John Wayne was almost in that.
Yeah, he was going to play the Nick Nolte part, or he was going to play Johnny Utah.
Yeah, he was going to play Johnny Utah.
That would have been great.
Yeah. He's like, all right, one last skydiving surfing mission. I'll tell you what, partner. I get the Richard Nixon mask. He was my favorite president.
No, you don't get to wear a mask.
I don't.
Hey, you're not a cop, right?
Come again?
Are you a cop? You have to tell us if you are.
Do I actually have to tell you?
That's the law.
What happens to me if I keep it to myself this whole time and we become close and then I try to shoot you on the shores and I can't and I roll and shoot at the air? What happens then?
It's a confusing question. I don't know. Are you a cop?
Let's skydive. I got nothing to hide. I get to skydive with a gun, right?
Did they make a Point Break 2 or did they remake it?
There's a movie called that I confuse with Point Break a lot called
Fast and the Furious.
Drop Zone.
Drop Zone was great. Wesley Snipes.
But that was
also with John Wayne, which was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, we got 50 seconds till drop zone. And that's when you got to leave because the heat is coming.
And Terminal Velocity, different movie. Same idea.
Right.
Bank robbing.
All right. And then the heat gets here. And then Serpico. Watch out. Don't open that door. It's
John, you have to read a script.
I skimmed.
You have to read a script.
I skimmed them all. I can
can't-
speed read.
You can't just do... I don't even think it's legal for you to say lines from other scripts.
Don't open that door. It's a backdraft. All right. I can see what's happening. I'm no idiot. I'm in the army now. I hope you don't mind me bringing my friend Encino, man.
Pauly Shore, John Wayne thriller in the Army now.
All right, are we ready to film this Happy Gilmore thing? Stand back, everyone. I'm going to run up to that tee and knock the fuck out of this ball.
Can you do the Adam Sandler, like, but as John Wayne?
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Nudie Magazine Day, John Wayne.
Nudie Magazine Day. Nudie Magazine Day.
Shibbida-blue, shibbida-boo.
Veronica Vaughn. So hot. Want to touch the hiney. Auga.
That's fun.
Somebody stop me.
The mask?
I gotta get this mask off my goddamn face.
All right.
It makes me act all funny. I'm wearing a zoot suit made of yellow.
We get it. You're just describing the movie now.
My teeth are bigger. Why?
Just comedic value, I think.
What do you mean I'm 12 years a slave?
Wait, so in this theory, in this thing you've made, John Wayne is playing the slave.
He played Genghis Khan. The guy has so much range.
What was the Grammy thing?
Sam Smith,
Yeah.
the
that-
devil. Satan worship finally getting some
That
love
is
at
not
the
the one
Grammys.
I was talking about. What was the Sam Smith thing?
Sam Smith has that song Unholy. Doing something unholy. Dun, 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 dun.
I know that one. I know that was him.
Yeah, it's like I actually looked up the lyrics and it's like, Mommy doesn't know Daddy's getting hot at the body shop doing something unholy.
He's cheating?
Or well, yeah, I guess cheating. But the body shop's a strip club right where we work. I wonder if that's the
Oh, I
place
didn't
he's
know
talking
that.
about.
It could be.
So
Hollywood, baby. It all happens here.
I feel like that strip club was struggling, and the manager's like, "Guys, you're not going to believe this song that came out. We're back, baby."
We could probably get some,
Yeah,
hotter ones.
yeah,
Wait, so what did he do that was...
yeah. He showed up in like red leather with all these like transgender, like hot, like devil temptresses, and they're all in red leather, and he's got like a big overcoat and a cane.
It sounds dope.
It was so sick that the song has not been out of my head. Everything I'm doing
I
now,
get it. So the reason it's newsworthy is like...
they thought it was encouraging Satan worship.
Got it.
And people are like, I'm just trying to watch with my Christian kids and read the Bible as we watch the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every year we do that. You know.
You think Jesus is like... Something
This is Jesus watching the Grammys. He's like, doing something unholy. Oh my God, that's Madonna? Dad, get in here. Dad.
You want to talk about unholy?
Dad, you planned that?
Your plan's weird, Dad.
Cut it out, man. There's no way you planned that.
So you're getting married, Jeff?
I'm getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Are you nervous?
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
How many times did you snort during the proposal?
You have
Too
made
many
me
times. It
the
ruined it.
happiest man.
No, the proposal didn't go well. I'll say that. She got too drunk. Yeah. I was gonna do it, just in the privacy of our house, and I just get a text
Wait a
from
minute.
Jessica,
Hold
our
on.
friend, who was supposed to take her to dinner.
Why was if it was just the privacy of your own home? What did the dinner have to do with anything?
So we could set
Just so that I could set up 80
To
candles.
distract her?
He's
Okay.
gonna be
here's
like,
the-
honey, I'm working on a project for work.
And here's the thing
gotta
that
get her
you
out of
don't
there.
know, that I didn't know about candles, is that you can't just buy the candle raw. You gotta have a
Somewhere to put 'em, like a
some
cake.
sort of. You gotta have a container. The wax goes everywhere. And I get a text from her friend Jessica, who took her to dinner, and she's like, she got drunk, and I kept texting her. I'm like, can you give her water? And I guess Kat saw that I was texting her, and she was like, is Jeff keeping tabs on me? What? And she...
And the last text says, give her water.
So she rebelled by getting more drunk. So...
Fuck.
And, you can't propose when someone's drunk. It's a consent thing. So...
Right. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
So you didn't propose that time?
No, I waited
You
till
waited.
morning. I was very mad. And
Wait, so you're mad?
No,
she's hungover.
I had to pick her up too.
She wakes up to 80 flattened candles.
She was at her friend's house puking in the toilet, which she never does. Didn't expect this at all.
Oh,
and
my God.
You start rethinking some things.
Yeah, I have to clean up the whole place. And
all the candles.
I'm scraping.
Wax.
I got a box cutter scraping wax, and there's no way I'm gonna get to the end of the wax. There's still wax in her apartment,
We should have done it every
So
time
I-
he snorts. You drink it.
Yeah.
We would die. We would. Do you know how many
Anyway.
glasses would spill in this fucking audience?
Yeah. I bring her home. She sees the wax in the bathtub everywhere. There's wax and
she have
whatever.
questions?
She's drunk. She's drunk.
She's still
I don't
drunk.
know. She goes to
Oh,
sleep.
okay.
The next morning, I just decided to do it again. And let me tell you, candles not as cool in the bright time. In the daytime,
Yeah.
it doesn't light up much. It's
They don't
kind
like
of the
bright
same.
time candles.
A lot of natural light getting in the way of your
Yeah.
romantic proposal.
Yeah, she cried. Because sad cries, actually, not even
Really?
a good one. Well, she was happy, but also she was like,
Covered
I
in
ruined
puke
it.
and
She was like, I ruined it. And I was like, yeah, I mean,
just don't ruin
A
this
little
next chapter
bit.
and we should be
we
fine.
could put a little blame on your friend for not, being a little more assertive.
And the friend's like, what the fuck, Jeff? I took her out on your orders.
Sorry, we know how to
Oh,
party.
I think Jeff's beefing with the friend
Yeah,
now.
I'm even with the
I
friend.
kind of am. I was like, just make an excuse. Say that your husband is yelling at you and you gotta go home or something. And she was like, I don't want her to think things are weird, or I don't want her to think I'm being rude. And I'm like, she's gonna know. She's gonna figure it out later that you were just saying something. I don't know. It's not really anything funny to end that. But I'm pretty.
Well,
I
I
was pretty frustrated.
will certainly send her this podcast.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be real.
That'll be a fun listen. We'll make a
Yeah.
clip out of it so you guys can all watch it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let me just say this. I listen.
What?
I listen to the whole thing sometimes. Yeah.
Whoa.
I listen. It makes me feel like I'm sitting and hanging out with my friends, And one day maybe we will be friends.